Hey y'all, this is Alucard Finch here with another Gen Con prep episode. This time I thought I would talk a little bit about how I might go and create some of the characters that our players are going to use in my game. I thought, I could waste some time rolling my traditional 3-die-6 in order and filling out the character sheet in a more traditional way. And I thought, well, what if I could really waste some time, spend, extra effort doing this? I don't know if any of you've ever played the role player game, but this is actually, I think, a fun way to gamify the character making process even beyond what it normally is. Now, what follows is a playthrough of the role player game where I create the magic user that I'm going to be using in my Gen Con game. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. I do want to note, I know that you can't necessarily see all the pieces. I did my best to get it in frame, but as you can see, I had some unexpected help that made things a little more difficult in this particular playthrough. In any case, I hope you enjoy. I hope maybe you'll get a chance to roll up some characters sometime. All right, as you can see, I've already set up the game. We are trying to create a wizard today, which has the resilient background and is the free spirit in terms of alignment. I've got my initial dice placed. I've gone ahead and put some reminder coins here to help me know that I need to take gold once I fill up each row. I've got the extra gold that I collected from placing my gold die, and I've got my market created. You can't see them, but I will show you once we get to that relevant part of the term. I have my die tower. I also have an enemy die, which I'll roll based on the solo rules if I end up taking from the second or third spot here when I choose my dice. All right, I'm going to select my first 3 dice then and do my first roll for my first turn. All right, very good. Now, hey, get those back. Hey, come back. You back. Give them back. Back. Give them back. Spit them out. Spit them out. That's better. That's what I thought. Go away. All right. Sorry about the interruption, folks. Sometimes when you play games in the dungeon, random dragons come by and try and steal your dice. All right, I'm gonna have to do this first roll again. Dragons, stay away, please. All right, no, ow, pat. That's it. All right. Now, I need to place these 2, 4, 6. Since this is my class die, it's awfully tempting to take number 3. And then, yeah, I'm thinking I might go ahead and choose that. So this will be the die that I choose to place this round. I am going to place it in... I'm going to place it in Constitution. No, let's put it in Dexterity. I really do need to build that up. That allows me to swap 2 dice. Not sure how effective, though, this is going to be. I think I know what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to swap. So tempting. Not much to do here. I'm gonna leave it alone. All right, now I need to roll the enemy die and see if it affects the market. All right, according to the solo rules, if I've chosen the highest one here, I need to move the rightmost card into the trash pile. What did I lose? I lost honesty. Frankly, with my character, I suspect that's not going to be super useful. So yeah, I don't mind losing that. So we'll move that into the trash pile. Now my choice in column 1, I have a jeweled dagger, which I do kind of like. And then column 2, I've got the heavy crossbow. Both are decent cards. I think I'm gonna go with the jeweled dagger just because I am producing a wizard here and I like the idea of them having some fancy stuff. Hey, put that back. Where did that come? That's the trash pile. Dragons, stay out of the trash. You're worse than dogs. All right. All right. All right. So I now have a jeweled dagger that gives me +1 value to my gold die. I have at least 1 on the board. I don't feel too bad about that. All right. We'll replace the dice. We'll create a new market. We'll show you what these are later on. All right, Dragon, are you going to help me out? Pull 3 random dice from the bag. All right, thank you. All right. Very good. Okay, so, no. Go away, Dragon. That's enough. I'm going to get my own 3 dice. Ouch, ouch, ouch. All right, these are mine. Not going to mess with them anymore. Go away, Dragon, or I'm going to cut your gold ration. All right, so for this round, 2 in the purple. That. Yeah, I don't particularly care if I've got green or red here. All right. Oh, I needed to pay gold for the dagger. There's that distracting dragon. Put 3 gold in. Okay, now. Let's see. I am thinking I'm going to choose the 4 here so I can get the extra gold. Having gold is good. I'm going to place this in. I'll place this in the strength. Maybe I'll put it in the charisma, because I need a red die there anyway, according to my backstory. Very good. That'll gain me a voucher and another extra gold, because that's my 3rd one. So I have my charisma voucher. That's good. All right. Now we need to roll the enemy die and see what the results are, since I picked from the 2nd column. All right, 2. If it's a 2, I move the middle card into the trash pile. What I'm losing, leather gloves. You know, not too on theme for a magic user, so I'm fine losing those. That leaves me with acrobatics and an ancient spear. Bad dragon, bad dragon. I do want to pick something. I think I'm going to pick up that ancient spear, since I already have an open hand. I'm going to spend that voucher. That's going to reduce the cost by 1. That means it's only going to cost 1 gold for me to pick up the ancient spear. I'll place this over here. My hands are full now, so I can no longer buy more weapons. But I'm pretty happy with that. And I'm going to discard the acrobatics. All right, very good. All right, now let's do our next set of dice. It looks like Dragon's already picked those for me. All right, we need to put these back, and then we need to draw again, Dragon, because we have to have all the dice in the bag when we draw. Die roll, do your stuff. Okay. 1 here, 3 here, 5 here. Probably ought to put my market out. As you can tell, I'm not a pro player at this game, but I don't know that playing solo this affects too much of the outcome. All right. Which die do I want? That big old 5 is looking pretty tempting. And okay, yeah, I'm not too interested in what's going on in the market this time, so I'm going to choose the 5. We'll put this into... We'll put this into strength, and then we'll flip this up from 1 to a 6. This is going to pump my charisma into the 16 or 17 realm, which is where I want it to be. So I think that's pretty good. Let's see what gets trashed for... Out of there. Out of there. No, you go somewhere else. I've already dealt with your brother. All right. No, get your snoot out of there. Snoot away. If I give you some gold, will you go away? Here, take some gold. All right, folks, I guess I'm going to have to hit stop on the video because this dragon is stuck in my castle. Don't put your nose in there again. All right. All right. Did I roll that? Dragons keep distracting me. Let's see what happens. 6. All right, I picked the farthest one, so we're going to move the rightmost card, which was a quarterstaff, into the trash pile. That leaves me with obnoxious dragon fight. Go in the corner. Go in the corner. Yeah, speaking of obnoxious. So I have pickpocket and obnoxious. Hey, dragons, let's not shake the table. You'll upend my game. All right, pickpockets and obnoxious. Decrease the face value of 1 die on my character sheet by 1 to gain 2 gold. That is tempting. We also have obnoxious, which means gain stars for each attribute row with 3 of the same colored dice. All right, you're in my light, dragons. Go somewhere else. You're in my light, dragons. Go somewhere else. Thank you. All right, I might go with pickpocket this time. So I'm going to purchase that for 2 gold. That is a skill. Quit making a mess, dragons. It really is too much, dragons. Please, can you go and capture a princess or something? Come on. All right, and now I can decrease the face value of a die. 16 or 17. No, that's not a good one to do. We might save this for later, because that might be interesting. All right, well, we'll set these die back. We'll discard the obnoxious, and we'll move on to our next roll after we repopulate the market. All right, we're getting chain leggings, recklessness, and weak. You know, I'm not liking the looks of any of those. I might end up discarding to take advantage of my enigmatic ability. Discarding a card from the market, gain 4 gold instead of 2. We'll see how this goes. All right. Yes, dragon. I'm okay if you end up eating the chain leggings. It doesn't bother me. All right. Here we go. Next roll. All right. 1, 2, and 6. All right. Don't eat that. You're going to disrupt my light. All right. You're going to turn my light off if you keep messing with it. All right. So we have... Yeah, I'm probably going to disregard the market. So I'm going to take this nice purple here and dump it straight into my intelligence, which lets me re-roll a die. Most of these are above average, so I don't think it's worth using that ability. Plus I'm getting the intelligence, a purple die right in the spot where I want it. I mean, we'll roll, but it doesn't matter that weak is being discarded or trashed. I'm gonna discard chain leggings, and then recklessness also gets discarded. I'm not taking any of that stuff. I'm gonna get 4 gold for that. Because I feel like sooner rather than later, we're gonna see some better cards. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So, all right, we'll do the next 3 dice. All right. Oh, I need to put those back and select again. There we go. Now we'll do the next 3 dice. All right, that's what I get for not remembering to put them back the first time. That is pretty ugly. All right, I need to refresh the market. Cunning, a chain helm, and courageous. All right. Courageous might be useful in combination with pickpocket. Don't really care about the chain helm. Cunning. I do have a skill card. All right, well, we'll see what happens here. I think it's best if I just pick the gold. And yeah, I forgot about my ancient spear. When selecting initiative card with gold on it, get an additional gold. So I should get 2 for that. I do like the gold, right? And then where to place this? You know, it doesn't really matter if my wisdom's all that high. I feel like the Lamentations universe, magic users don't generally have high wisdom. I'm gonna strongly consider putting it there. All right, and that'll allow me to move to that. So maybe I won't be using my pickpocket after all. I kind of like having 3. Although, if I buy cunning and courageous, it's going to mess with me. Might need to buy courageous, but let's see what happens when I roll. I might not get a chance to get courageous. All right, 6. All right, 4 to 6 do nothing when I've chosen that middle one. That's cool. I like that. I'm going to spend 3 gold then to pick up the card Courageous. It says when scoring attribute goals, +2 or -2 value to any single attribute score. It's going to be in a trait. And now I don't feel bad. That ticks me up to that star, but when it's time for me to use this, I can lower it. Okay, so, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use pickpocket. Dragon. And decrease this and decrease this by 1. And gain 2 gold. All right, we'll discard the cunning and the chain helm. Put these guys back. And now let's refresh everything. Clean up. A new gold on the initiative card. Put the dice back. Refresh one skill card. Replenish the market. Ow, 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 ow. Being attacked by a cat. First dragons, then cats. Wish the dragons would go play with the cats. All right, replenish the market. We've got a Blessed Mace, Loyal trait, and Mystic Cloak, which I kind of like the looks of here. All right. Well, let's pick out 3 more die. And let's get these things rolling. Okay. A 1, a 2, and a 3. Not the best round ever. Don't really need any of those kind of die. How about I choose you, Pikachu? Get gold. All right, place you. If I place you in strength, I might be able to flip something up. Place that there. I'll flip this one up to a 6. So that boosts my wisdom way up high. All right. If I need be, I don't feel too bad dropping that back down. Although it's at a 14. Okay, now, and because I forgot to do that earlier, I should get that gold because that was a completed one. I just overlook stuff. It's such a complicated turn in this game. All right, so I'm going to definitely roll and hope I don't lose the Mystic Cloak because that goes well. All right. We're moving the middle card into the trash pile. So goodbye, Loyal. That leaves us with the Blessed Mace and the Mystic Cloak. I'm going to spend... Oh, and I got an additional gold because I picked it. My Ancient Spear again. I'm going to spend 4 to get a Mystic Cloak, which is good for my class. I am the blue class. There's some armor. Hopefully I'll see more of those as we dig deeper. All right. Then I've got to discard that Blessed Mace. All right, and put these back. Don't think I'm going to use my pickpocket. Let's get 3 more dice and roll again. All right, that's a pretty good roll. 4, 5. I think that 5 and that 5. Oh, should refresh the market. Getting honorable. We're getting into the hefty cards now. Chain of Ambresses and the Mystic Cowl. I've got a pretty good idea of which one I want. All right. Well, as tempting as it is to go for the gold, I think I'm going to choose this one so that I definitely can get that Mystic Cowl. And where should I put that? I put it in intelligence. That'll let me re-roll. My intelligence won't be quite where I want it, but strength can bump me up. Okay, that's what I think I'll do. I'm going to place it here. It's going to give me that 16 intelligence. I'll only need to bump that up once. So I'll try and remember to do that later. I do get another gold, which is nice. All right. And because I did not select 2 or 3, I can just buy what I want from the market. So I'm going to spend 4 to get that Mystic Cowl. Now I have 2 pieces of the particular armor set. So, very good. And then this will be discarded. Honorable goes in the discard, and the chain goes in the trash. Trash. Ah. All right, and then I think that might be it for this turn. All right, let's restore the market. We get Clumsy, Obsessed, and Leather Greaves. I'm not really fond of any of those options, so I may end up skipping the market this round. All right, 3 dice. 1. That was a 4. That was 5. Okay. Thinks I'm going to take this. I'm selecting the gold card with the initiative with gold on it, so I'll get the additional gold as I had hoped. 1, 2, plus I believe I get 2 more gold from placing this one on my character sheet. I'm gonna put this probably in the Constitution realm. That'll allow me to drop or raise a die by 1. That's what I wanted to do with my intelligence. Knock that up to the 5, so I've got my 17. All right. Very good. I wonder, did I get 2 more gold? I forgot, so I'm not going to assume that I forgot. I'm going to roll this die because it doesn't really matter. A 5, gonna do nothing. I'm not going to buy anything, so I'm going to discard Clumsy, then gain 4 gold, 4, then discard Obsessed, then trash the Greaves. And yeah, we're home stretch here, folks. Next turn. Let's put the coin back. Let's reset the market. The market says I'm getting a longbow, which I can't buy because I don't have enough room. A chain tunic, which, you know, I don't think is particularly useful to the magic user. And famous. It'll be affecting my alignment card. I kind of like the looks of that. So, let's see. What dice do I get? All right. No. These are my dice. These are my dice, Dragon. Go, you know, choke on a hairball that the cat coughed up. Go away. Go away. Wow. Bad dragon. All right. That's enough, Dragon. I'm done playing with you. I'm gonna get my dragon off. Like dragging you off in the corner and spanking you if you keep this up. All right. Here, you go play with that arm for a while. I can use my left hand just fine. All right. 4, 5, and 6. That's another really good batch of rolls. I am inclined to grab that 5, though, just because. All right, so let's take that 5. This allows me to swap 2 of them. Is there anything I really want to swap here at this point? Kind of like the idea of buffing my strength up. So, you know what, Wisdom? I'm going to take a risk. We're going to swap you in strength, so that looks a little nicer. All right, and we get 2 gold because I'm greedy. Ancient Spear, and then we see who loses what. All right. Move the rightmost card to the trash pile. Oh, got rid of Famous. You know what? I don't care about the Chain Tunic, so I'm going to discard that and gain 4 gold. I am just oozing gold. I hope I get some really good stuff here at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then trash that longbow. All right, Famous, I think you go in the trash too. All right, I'm gonna put these away. All right, 3 more rolls, and then we're wrapping up the character. You out of the way. What do I get? Ah, nope, mine. Hey, all right, I'm calling a re-roll because the dragon's messing with my game. Bad dragon. Ugh. No, we're done. We're done messing with stuff, dragon. I'm gonna send you to your room. That's enough, dragon. All right, let's see. All right, 2, 3, 6. Should probably put a gold in and replenish the market. What's in the market? Proud, which is straight up 2 stars. That's looking good. Move silently. And search. Not really interested in skills. That Proud looks pretty darn good. Of course, that 6 looks good too. You know, Constitution doesn't need to be that high. I kind of want to guarantee that I get that Proud up there. So we'll place that there. We'll get another gold. Don't have to roll the die anymore. Rah. And then just drop 5 gold on being proud. So proud it is. Proud is a trait that gives me 2 stars straight up. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think whoever ends up getting this character in my game is going to have some decent stats. All right, we'll put these away. Oh yeah, and move silently. We'll get started, and then search is trashed. All right, very good. It's moving right along. All right, Dragon, give me the next 3 dice, please. I'm glad that you're deciding to be helpful now, instead of slowing the game down. Well, come on, Dragon. There's 1. Spit them out. Spit them out. Thank you. All right. These are dragon pick dice. So let's see what we get. Very good. A 1, a 3, and a 6. That is tempting. You're running out of turns, though, to get stuff. Negotiate. Chain Gorget. And the Tower Shield. Counts as additional armor for 1 incomplete set. I'm liking the look of that since I don't have a full set of the Mystic Cloak or Cow. Alright, again. If I'm tricky here, I can use this to good effect. Alright, I'm going to choose this, place it here, and I'm going to flip it up. This is a tough wizard. That's going to be 17 in strength. It's too much. I don't like that. Ugh. All right, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to place it here, then allow me to swap. Aha. So kind of does what I wanted it to do. This gets me the requisite 17 dexterity. It helps get me that gold. Now, I don't have to roll the enemy die. You know what? I don't need those, Dragon. Feel free to eat. Yum, yum. Try and barf them back up in the bag, though, because I got to draw 1 more round. Oh, now you choose to be dainty and helpful. All right. So, a Tower Shield is looking pretty good for what I'm going to buy. So I'm going to spend 5 gold. And get that shield. That's going to complete my armor set. And we're down to our final roll. So let's dump the Chain Gorget into the discard, and Negotiate goes to the trash. That's my final market here. Final market's gonna be Nimble, which, hey, not too bad. Did Proud do something? Yeah, Proud should have looked. It dropped me one. I need to pay attention to when I pick up those trait cards. Pickpocket's not gonna help me either. Oh, Greedy. Gain a star for every 4 gold I have. I don't know that I have that much now. And then Concentrate. Okay. Well, let's roll final 3. Oop. Well, that was there, I believe. Thank you, Dragon. All right, a 3, a 5, and a 6. All right, this one's gonna allow me to bump something up. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and pick this one, because then I can bump this up to a 6. That sets me at 14, so that's pretty good on strength. It gets me an extra gold. Now I can get anything that I want. Yeah, I think Greedy's gonna do it for me here, so I'll spend 4 gold for Greedy. It's only gonna help me a little, but it's not gonna hurt. And that, I believe, is a wrap on our character. So, need to see how we turned out here score-wise. Okay, so for scoring, you got some fleas there, Dragon? Did you choke on too many dice? All right, here we go. We have our attribute goals that we need to look at first. So I'm gonna move this off to the side. First attribute goal is strength. Between 14 and 15, we get 2 stars. That is a 14, so that's 2 stars. Dexterity, we need a 17 exactly. That's what we've got. That's gonna be 3 more stars. All right, Constitution. We fell a little short here, I feel like. 9 to 11 doesn't get me anything. Intelligence needs to be 17 spot on. It is 17 spot on. So I get 3 more stars. 2, 3. Wisdom. Oh, you know what? That Constitution does get tweaked up. I think I want to bump that up +2. Chunk. Chunk. Does that get me to that? No, it doesn't. Ugh. All right, never mind. I'm not gonna mess with that one. I might bump something else. What was that? Was it a 3, a 4? Oh, thank you, Dragon. Very helpful. All right, I'll have to think about that. So I don't want to mess with those. Those are perfect. I might have to do it there anyway, just because I might not want to mess with them. Anyway, intelligence was spot on. That got me +3. Wisdom needs to be 14 plus to get a star. I don't really see that. And then, all right, that charisma is 16, so at least I get 2 more stars off of that. Courageous, what do I need to do for courageous? I think, well, it is +1 on the gold as well. I think I am going to add that in, because that'll give me +1 on that, and then 2 more from the courageous. So that does get me the Constitution that we want. Oh boy, 1 star, I finagled it. All right, and then the charisma. Did I do the 2 stars for the charisma already, Dragon? All right. I guess I need to remember better. I'm not going to do that. All right. The class colored dice. I have 3 blue, so 1, 2, 3. Now we do the alignment card. Not where I wanted it to be, but I do at least get 1 star, and it's on the chaotic side, which is where we want it to be for Lamentations magic users. All right, backstory card. Didn't get that one, didn't get that one. Got that one, that one, that one, and that one. So we got 4, I believe. Yep. So that means we get 3 stars. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we do armor cards. This is where I did pretty well, I think. So counts as an additional armor card for the 1 incomplete set when scoring armor cards. I've got 3, so that means I get 6 plus 1 for the set if worn by the blue class. And this is, well, for my blue class. So I'm getting 7 for that. 7 plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks right, doesn't it, Dragon? Yeah. All right, and then finally trait cards. We're gonna gain, what do you want? What do you want? What are you sniffing at there? I don't know what you're doing. No, Dragon, I'm sorry. I don't understand. Yeah, we did this already. We got... What do you mean? I didn't get those. I already counted that. See, there's black, purple, blue, and red. So we did get it. All right. So I get for arguing with the dragon. All right. So now we do trait cards. I gain a star for every 4 gold that we have. I have 5 gold left, so I gain 1 more star. Then I get 2 straight up for being proud. We did the courageous thing. All right. 28. According to the scorebook here, if I get 28, that puts me solidly in the adventurer class, which is good for me. I typically end up somewhere in the hirelings. As you can tell, it's not my most polished game, but I have fun doing it. Hope you had fun watching it, or at least if you didn't enjoy watching it, maybe you enjoyed watching the dragon harass me. Next time, Dragon, why don't you just play with me instead of, play with me? Yeah, all right. All right, say goodbye, Dragon. Yeah, goodbye, Dragon.